I want to talk to my men about treating our women better. Last week I talked to the boys about loving and respecting their mamas, about watching carefully who they imitate, and how they should be the best that they could be. Now I want to talk to my adult males. Do you have a right to take crack, smoke crack and marijuana, and hang on the street corner and pass it around in the presence of children who see you doing it, but yet you tell them you're not grown, don't do as I do, but do as I say? Do you have a right to do that? No. Black man, you don't have a right to do that. You don't have a right to do that. Doggone it, you don't have a right to do that. And the reason I'm telling you that you don't have a right to do it, because you are not fit as a man if you will do things that you know is criminal and you know is detrimental to your health, your safety, and your welfare, detrimental to your children, your image that you are projecting for your children and your grandchildren. You don't have a right to behave in a manner that is counterproductive to your community. Get a bit deeper with you, because I'm concerned about black men who would have the audacity to try to use their daughters and stepdaughters as their women and their wives. Do you have a right to molest or to incest or to rape your daughter, your stepdaughter, or your granddaughter, or anybody else in your neighborhood who's a little bitty, little growing woman from infant on up to childhood, on up to young child, on up to teenager, on up to woman who's aspiring to be the mother of this universe? Do you have the right to take advantage of that child, to incest that child, to molest that child, to rape that child, and destroy the character of woman that God has ingrained in that human body in the name of self-gratification? Do you have that right? Hell no, you don't have that right. You don't have that right. Oh, but I can teach you how to be a woman. You can't teach a girl how to be a woman by destroying her self-esteem, character, and image of self by molesting her. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can only make that woman go through traumatic experiences every time she ever decides as a young woman to encounter a young man. Because everything that he does is reflect back on what you used to do and trigger that love-hate situation in her will only destroy her ability to relate to the men of her lifetime that ought to be helping her to learn how to be a good woman. Do you have a right to destroy little girls' lives under the guise of teaching her how to be a woman? What threat do you use? Well, if you tell anybody, I'll leave your mama. Well, this is a secret between you and I. You can't tell anybody because it will embarrass the both of us. You can't tell anybody because it will destroy our family. What do you use? If you tell anybody, I'll hurt your mama. Or if you tell anybody, I'll hurt you. What are you using to intimidate and threaten these young girls so bad until they have to live with this nightmare this deviant, damned stepfather or father or grandfather or big brother, whomever, who will take advantage of them. Do you have a right to do that? No, you don't have a right to do that. Any young girl who's listening to this show, if you are being misused and abused and molested and raped by any man, I don't give a darn who he is, you need to tell somebody. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. And hopefully that somebody, well, in Macon County, it's not many right people for them to tell, because it's got to go through the established system, through the police system, through the prosecutor DA system, through the court system, through DHR, and these people are just not child friendly when it comes to messing with the good old boys. So you call the revealer if you are being misused and abused by anybody. But those of you who are not in Tuskegee, Macon County, Alabama, call somebody. Tell somebody. Tell a lot of somebodies. So no one somebody can cover it up and act like it's no big thing. But now the way to bring a halt to this stuff is for men. Men. If you have been lowlife enough to molest, incest, or rape any young girl in your family, outside of your family, stop it. Stop it right now.